Hello, thank you for coming to today's speech. My name is Ronald Pleasant. If you don't know, nice to be here. Today's speech is called Black Lives Matter, the Aim for Change. How can all lives matter when black lives do not? When the color of your skin is seen as a weapon, you will never be seen as unarmed. Has American progressed in any way towards racial inequality? In the heart of the global pandemic, racial issues still continue to arise, causing an uproar in the streets, media, and the lives of others. It seems that every day we turning our TVs on, finding out about another Black American killed, unarmed killed. Today we will discuss the foundation of this organization and the impact it has in our everyday life. Black Lives Matter is a movement in the United States that's advocating for a nonviolent civil disobedience in a protest against incidents of police brutality and all racial motivated violence against African Americans, people founded by Alicia Garza and Patrice Cullors. An organization known simply as Black Lives Matter exists as a decentralized network with 16 chapters in the United States and Canada, while a larger Black Lives movement exists consisting of various separate, like-minded organizations such as Dream Defenders. 4 years ago, what is now known as Black Lives Matter Global Network began to organize. It started out as a chapter-based, member-led organization whose mission was build local power and to intervene when violence was inflicted on Black communities by the state vigilantes. Black Lives Matter began the call to action in response to a state-sanctioned violence and anti-Black racism. The intentions from the very beginning were to connect Black people from all over the world who have shared a desire for justice to act together in their communities. The reason for the commitment is the rampant and deliberate violence inflicted on us by the state. Angry by the death of Trayvon Martin, who was a 17-year-old African American, Miami Gardens, Florida, who was fatally shot in Sanford, Florida by George Zimmerman while he was walking with a bag of Skittles and tea and a hoodie on. In more recent events, on May 25th, 2020, George Floyd, a 46-year-old Black African-American man, was killed in Minneapolis, Minnesota, during an arrest for allegedly using counterfeit money. Derek Chauvin, a white police officer, knelt on George Floyd's neck for almost 8 minutes, while Floyd was handcuffed and lying face down, begging for his life repeatedly, saying, "I can't breathe." Officers Jay Alexander and Thomas Lang further restrained Floyd, while Officer Tu Tao prevented bystanders from intervening. During the final 2 minutes, Floyd was motionless and had no pulse, while Chauvin ignored onlookers' plea to remove his knee, which he did not do until medics told him to. The following day, after videos was made by witness and security cameras became public, all 4 officers was fired. 2 autopsies found George Floyd's death to be a homicide. Chauvin was initially charged with 3rd-degree murder and 2nd-degree manslaughter, to which was later added 2nd-degree murder. The 3rd officer was charged with aiding and abetting 2nd-degree murder. Floyd's death triggered protests against police brutality, police racism, and lack of police accountability. These are just a few of many who lost their lives for simply being Black in America. So why do Black America matter now? It always has mattered. Black people have been fighting for equality for hundreds of years, unfortunately. We are not equal when it comes to skin color. We will ever progress in eliminating racial equality. With the help of our co-founders, acknowledgement of our victims, staying relevant, and petitioners, we can all unite as one to prevent the killings of African Americans. Black lives will always matter until we cohesively come together, uniting as one. All lives can't matter. All lives can't possibly matter. Black lives will continue fighting for racial equality, ending police brutality and unfair, unjust treatment, as did the Civil Rights Movement. Black Lives Matter is another step in the right direction to end racism in the United States. My shirt here, you can see it say, legalize being black. I've been harassed before, sitting on my porch, young, older now, just for being black, driving while black. DWB was another saying. When I was growing up, I used to hear it all the time. I have a chart here, a visual chart, shows that blacks are 30% more likely to be killed during a police stop than white Americans. The founders of Black Lives Matter. Some pictures of the victims. George Floyd, Sandra Bland, Trayvon Martin. The aim to change.